Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Champion should be a lot of fun to watch for, and I do think with Set, Nautilus, and Veigar, they've got enough crowd control to set up for a second marksman.
Yeah, and Ignar's going with Blitz again.
Very strong on an orb.
Yeah, and C9 has to respect the power of Santorin's Pantheon right now. This could be a kill.
Oh, that is so much damage. Blabber flash, the flash follow, and there is first blood 6 minutes in. Vulcan gets away to safety.
Take double scuttle at the start of the game. Blabber doesn't get an experience advantage on Santorin, and then Ignar's roam strikes first. This, at least for the first 6.5 minutes, has been tied to some hype Ignar play. So we really just have to pay attention to where C9 uses this Rift Herald. If they can get a kill onto the flash, the solo, it could be first turret.
Flash used for it. Solo's going to run around as fast as he can, but he's now on the wrong side of the map. Not possible to live. Blabber's got the mark. They're going to find the kill, and Cloud9 finally on the board in the final. We'll get the next two, but Pee-wee wants to go for the play as fast as he can. Here comes the play. Here comes the dive. 2-on-2 flash from Blabber. They're focusing him down. It's a lot of burst. A quick stun for Licorice, and they're going to burn down Santorin. Blabber was still unable to ult, but a 1-for-1 with the rest of the gold. Right, knows he's flashless, knows he has to hold on to that jump just in case something happens. Gets the smite, jumps over the wall.
Game of important series. Like, C9 has not won that title since 2014, and maybe there's a little bit of hesitancy with the way they're going. They gotta find their footing in this game, and that's a big pick.
Oh, goodbye. That is flashless Ignar. He burned it to chase down Vulcan and didn't convince the kill to come over. Now a flash to the bottom side. So much crowd control. Licorice going to put the punch back, but he's still running low on health and just simply is not going to get away. But he will set up for his mid laner. Niski gets on the board with his first kill of the game. We'll have to kite back from Solo. That TP is burned to make it a 1-for-1. Niski will do his best to clear the way.
All right, so now that they've pushed PoE off of the top lane, it appears that Blabber can go and take the Rift
down. They've got a sweeper. They've got this river lit up.
C9 still has Rift, so they might look to pressure with Rift Herald for something, but they find Turtle.
That is so much damage. The anchor into the ultimate. Nothing could have been done unless he flashed the Q, and that is optimal timing. Cloud9 going to get that kill. They'll get the wave. The Blitz question mark emote comes out. Who is the better hook champion? The Drake right now. It's 5v4. Turtle can't fight. If they wanted it, they could go for it. But they're staying for mid.
You can see the disappointment on Flyquest faces right now after Wild Turtle getting picked off. This is a questionable fight with no AD carry, but they're going anyway. Missed the hook.
They saw Niski was bot lane. They're going to go back into this one. Vulcan gets the aftershock on, goes in towards Solo. He's going to run back. Big burst. Going to get him down, and they will. They will knock down Blabber. Then trade back to Santorin as jungler for jungler. Now Vulcan's getting low. One more auto would kill, but he gets out of range. Niski on the way back up the lane. Same for Wild.
Wild Turtle is punished, getting hit by that Vulcan hook at the start of the fight. The net cost to Flyquest is relatively low for picks of their own, so anytime we look to group around mid, which is kind of what's happening right now, Wild Turtle has to really watch out, and Flyquest jumped the gun. They're going earlier. They can get Sven.
Going for the play, and they've knocked down one already. Here comes the re-engage, and it's a 4v4 because PoE cannot join the fight, so Ignar is dead, and into the back line goes Licorice. The chase down's going to look good.
You got to run.
Flash. Licorice does the same. There is a slow on Solo, and he can try to get away. The health bar is big, but he's not nimble enough. Cloud9 lose the AD carry, but they take the same footing in 20 seconds, and I don't think Cloud9 can realistically give away third Drake and think that that's going to be a good choice. So it's both teams coming down to this side of the river. It is Flyquest trying to step up, the Cloud9 trying to do the same. Nice bit of damage trade as Vulcan goes in a half HP. Well done by Wild Turtle. Puts down another turret. That's more things. Here comes the hook. Here comes the play already. The touch, the backline. Power of Evil is not.
It got his ear.
1-for-1 so far, and Santorin's in a bad spot. He's going to try to flash away. Stays alive for now. Wild Turtle free fires for a bit.
Even though it's been a very close game, C9 has been higher execution in the team fights.
Yes, they have 9-6 in kills. Those fights have gone better. The hook's not going to land. The stun certainly will. Will we knock down Vulcan? Not just yet. Finds a backline stun. Damage on Santorin. Gets taken down. And Blabber's still on the chase. Gets pushed back. Oh, barely gets back into the ultimate. Here comes Event Horizon. Here comes the re-engage. Huge damage from PoE, but it's not going to be enough. Turtle is going to get punched to death, and Sven is free firing as well. Flyquest can try to find the kill onto Blabber. Solo gets a bit close, but it's easily a 4-for-2, and Cloud9, they have the life steal. They're going to walk right into the Baron Pit to claim this objective.
And that fight was so well fought by C9. This is one of the reasons that they have only dropped 2 games of 25 that they've played all year, is not only do you have to beat them in draft or in strategy, you also have to be able to out-punch them in team to get an auto attack or 2 off. Then when the Veigar cage goes down, they're going to back up because that would be Flyquest's window to re-engage. So you can see cage goes up, C9 backs off, they get a few shots in.
But they are still staying up on the map. Zen pushed in bot lane, they find a stun, that is big damage. The ult, he's not, I think he was slightly out of range, maybe, but either way, it might not have been enough damage to kill it.
Gonna be thinking about this game if they end up losing it moving into game 2, and whether or not going back to the Blitzcrank is a good idea, because he's had plenty of looks and fairly few conversions. They're going for it.
Well, they're going to keep going for this one, though. Licorice has forced to burn his flash. They're going to flash follow this one.
They're
really trying for this kill. Ignar needs to land the hook. It's the ulti to get the dunk back in. There's the punch. It buys time, and bullet time drops him low. Licorice will still fall. Is this a fight that Cloud9 wants? They find a knockup on the Vulcan. The cage comes down for not doing too much.
With Veigar cage on such a low cooldown at this stage in the game. Look at how tightly they have to funnel just to get that spot, and they have no vision. This is going to be an uphill battle for Flyquest.
Vulcan front lines. He'll pop Stone Plate when he can. He's dropped so dangerously low, and Kiddo comes down as well. Pee-wee make the big play, and it's 2 kills picked up. That's huge for Flyquest. How about the re-engage? They've already picked up 1. It's now back to a 4v3, and Cloud9 looking to go forward. Sven flashes away, trades his life. Niski's in the middle of 3. That's going to be him dropping. Flyquest may have turned the corner, but Niski found a kill on Turtle. The last second, he got a spell off. I think his W fell on top of Turtle and he didn't see it, and that suddenly means so much. Now it's only 2-on-1 instead of 3-on-1 that can't go Baron.
Damage off. I'm going to watch that replay later because we don't have time for it now. Everyone's respawning and running back here. C9's just going to start up the Drake and force Flyquest to come in. They don't have Ornal yet.
Dragon fight to Electric Boogaloo, go for the battle right away, but Aphelios is nowhere nearby. The smite is easy, and here comes the engage. This looks Cloud9 favored, and it certainly is. Quick 2 for 0, not a problem at all. That single spell from Niski.
Sure, it was the W. I need to see the fight again. It seems like this is it, though. With them being able to pick up the Ocean Soul, having Santorin dead, no steal to be had unless Turtle with both, and it took a 70% health of Aphelios to 0.
Nearly going down. Baron buff still on for about a minute and change, as they're going to shepherd in the wave. The cannon minion will do little bits of chip damage, and 1 auto attack will knock it down from Sven. So here comes the engage. Stun onto 2. Goodbye to Ignar. Solo is tanky, but he still has to outrun Cloud9, and that will not happen. The dunk is 80% of Pee-wee's health, and Sven does the rest. In for the dive, his Blabber pops the ulti. Here come the emotes, just for good measure. Couldn't catch what they are, but it doesn't matter. The Nexus will fall. Flyquest made him work for it, but Cloud9 are the better team. They take games that can still work, though, as you're mentioning, this is a physical damage-heavy team. You are often not going to see an arm guard out of the Syndra, although you may.
Game 1 where Licorice basically took 60% of PoE's health because he ulted Solo's Ornn back into PoE's Azir. So that's the top lane, and then down bottom lane, the things are in complete control.
Down to lane, shoving the wave, then fully refilling your health and mana once you're like 6 minutes in, those things spawn. You feel like you have so much control. Nice punch right there. Ult's gonna come through though for Licorice to deal some damage back, as here comes Blabber, but also here comes Santorin. And this might be Licorice running low on health, gonna land the first half. Blabber gets the crowd control in time to save Licorice's flash. He would have had to dodge that one. Santorin goes in for one, but Licorice gotta be careful. The health bar's low, the ult's gonna come in, doesn't even need it. Now it goes for Blabber. That's going to be kill number 2, picked up off the ulti as well. PoE going to take some damage. Niski answers one back, and he's going to flash for more. Finds the next knockup, finds the chase down on Solo, who does not have escape tools. Will they have the damage with play? Yes, they will. Niski finds a double. The mid lane roam turns back to fight. It is going to be a big deal. He's obviously off to the races now, item-wise. I will point out that Power Beevil does have some more defensive tools. Nice flash swallow, but Sven is already fairly safe back there. Ignar's flash really accomplishes nothing.
Yeah.
Sad to say. And now Wild Turtle, slowed, still flashless. Not a chance to get away. Burns the heal, but he's still not going to live through it. And Ignar, when his play back up, can they pull him in? There's the Yasuo ult. There's a ton of damage, and we're just taking double kill for double kill for double kill. Sven on the board for 2.
Ignar looks a little tilted. It looked nice as a flash follow, but that play was never going to work, and it turns to disaster. Now they're going for more. Blabber's here for the counter gank.
2v1 top side, make it 2v2 already. Blabber knocks back Santor. The turret shunts the health bar, and like I said, double kill into double kill.
And have had total control of this bottom lane, and Flyquest got desperate to try and turn it back. That failed, and then when that failed, Flyquest said, all right, we need to make something happen top lane, and oh boy, Ignar doesn't make it over the wall.
He's flashless. There's the Flay. Goodbye. Whose turn? It's Sven. Does he find a second? No, but it's still 7 kills on the board. Drake picked up whenever they want it, but for now, let's shove in the bottom lane.
So this is going very well for Cloud9. They pop this Rift Herald. They're going to be able to get solo first turret gold to Sven while they are taking Infernal 2. And they have a 2-0 mid laner who is equal CS to a Syndra, which has been banned against Flyquest an absurd amount. So this freak is what Cloud9 was doing to the LCS all year. This is their record-setting early game. And
a lot of credit to Cloud9, roaming around the map, finding the plays. I mean, the fact that Niski has roamed top once and bot twice and is up in farm after getting all those kills. Now Vulcan's in danger, finds the play, but he's still been crowd controlled. Burns the stopwatch. Here comes the re-engage. A nice face breaker buys some time, but it's still going to be the stun coming through. Vulcan will die, but the box comes down. Sadly, there are no reinforcements from Wild Turtle. It's a good tactic. It's going to work here. I think you let this wave get cleared. You wait as long as you can, but you claim the turret when you can.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, cash minions are enough. Let's let that wave push in.
No rush for Sven to pick that up. We're still 1:30 seconds away from the next Ocean Drake. And the second Rift Herald is going to spawn shortly, so Sven by no means had to rush. And it's time to move mid now. So notice how Flyquest is...
Damage to that turret. And Cloud9 can now kind of fork this a bit. They can say, hey, we can pressure mid if we want to. We can get some damage to the turret. It's going to die to almost just the charge. 2 autos from Sven probably does the rest of what they need. Takes a total of 5. There we go, knocks it down, turret gone. Hook in towards Solo, not going to be the target they want, but Aftershock on cooldown for Vulcan. Makes him squishy if a team fight is to exist. They knock down that turret, they push back Flyquest, and they don't go for the play onto Vulcan. They're going to now walk down to the river, but they are still going to be a bit hesitant. Sven's going to pull it back out. He can stack some spears.
I mean,
when does Flyquest come down? Do they battle?
You'd think they want to, otherwise they should be pressing a side wave to at least accrue gold. Drake goes over, and here comes C9 maybe. Now a flashless Niski is something Flyquest should probably look to punish.
3v1, nice knockback. He has a knockup himself available. Misses that one here. This is going to be a pretty easy dive. There's a knockup. Windwall buys some time. Redemption does as well. And here come the reinforcements. Still a 1-for-0, but the re-engage is in. Power of Evil is gone, and Ignar is likely to be next. Vulcan flashes for the play. Santorin's going to fall. 2 kills picked up. That's the 4th player to do so in this game. Give him the triple. Licorice shows up in a big way in this fight. It's a 3.
A little bit hesitant for plays. That's why. That's why they were hesitant for those plays, because if you try and do something against this Cloud9 team, they're able to turn it around. Niski bought the perfect amount of time with his wind wall, and the rest of C9 could just collapse down onto it. 21 minutes.
1,000. Extra regen in combat going to mean a lot, especially when your opponents have low damage output overall. Vulcan tries for the hook. He's going to find the play. Knocked up, though. Solo wants to take the fight. There's the dunk in for Licorice. Gets some damage, but not a whole lot else. That's a big hit. And Turtle's already gone at 3-for-0 instantly. Cloud9 turn it right back around. There is no chance for Flyquest to win this fight. You're seeing some smiles on the Flyquest faces. They know how much better Cloud9 have been in this series. 14-4 in kills, pushing down the mid lane.
I mean, for a second, Freak, I thought maybe they would have denied this one because the death timers are so short. C9 can't actually end the game, but this gold graph is so up and to the right in terms of control of this game. Last year as a member of TSM before they got reverse swept. So still lots of league to be played, but things are looking pretty good right now for C9.
Flash knockup, decent damage, stopwatch burn, 4v1, but is it really? The reinforcements come in, and Niski puts up the wind wall, but cannot survive. That's kills picked up now, but here comes the reaction. Sven is now dominating. Power of Evil doesn't have a lot of places to go. The G2 swag comes in for Sven for good measure and finds himself a double kill. That's one of his championship teams, his only championship team before. There's a triple to add to it, adds the Misfits logo for good measure.
That's just cherry on top analysis. That's not what really matters right here. What matters is C9 is 11,000 gold ahead with Ocean Soul picking up their second victory.
And more importantly, Sven is just jamming that hotkey to put...
Who's going on an adventure right there? Seems like
He's fine. He blue spied and walked away, but Solo is going to be in a little bit of danger. That dunk does a bunch of damage. Turtle flashes out to safety, but Solo's at half already. Look at the cast. It nearly kills him already, and it's actually a kill picked up. Hey, well done to Flyquest to get one on the board. A knock up onto Licorice, but Solo cannot get away. The flash does nothing. That's the 4th kill in a row now for Licorice up in that
50-50. I think they're looking to engage.
Santorin jumps the wall. Cloud9 stay grouped up. They get rid of most of the wards. There is the darkness. There is now Flyquest not knowing what's going on this side of the map. There's the hook into the front line. There's the box. They play back Solo. And here comes the engage yet again. Stopwatch gets burned on a Blabber. Nitsky's already in the back line. Fights Santorin, who jumps away and stays alive. But Blabber finds out the first kill. The second one goes over to his top laner. And that wind wall was perfect. It blocks everything from PoE. A double kill for the jungler. Double kill for the top laner. There's the kills coming through fast and furious. The Bud Light Ace for Cloud9. They will not go for the Dragon. They will go for the Nexus. A 30-minute win is almost slow for their taste, but it was dominant the whole way through. Cloud9 going to have a 2-0 lead in the finals, on their way to be the best team to ever defeat North America. This is a slaughter as the Nexus falls.
Nisqy PoE. I mean, the fact that Syndra has been so dominant, the Rumble is the thing that you match.
Playing it pretty smart. He did ward topside river and then cheated to that side as the wave pushed in. Wasn't realistically easily ganked and able to play it out pretty well. Licorice and Solo battling. Suddenly 3 members top lane. The flash stun. Licorice burns his own flash, but he will go down 3 games in a row. Flyquest coming, having the thresh ready to go. Feeling pretty good about that matchup. 5.5 minutes in, they've already shoved in the bot lane and gone for Drake control. This bot lane is going the way it has kind of all series long, which is that Sven and Cloud9 are getting a lot done here through bot lane. We knew Ignar was going to be one of the big conditions here for Flyquest. Number 2 all-pro support, right? And it's not from his laning, it's from his roaming, it's from his mid-game plays. Right now that he's being pushed out of the lane, he's been unable to win the lane itself, of course. 1 plate already gone bot side, and now 4v1 Turtle is equalized. He's taking turret shots. He brings up Summoner Heal. There's the knockup. There's Ignar showing. Turtle's going to flash the exhaust on him. That kill's going to come through. Finds the root, but Blabber drops aggro perfectly. That tower dive goes around the map. Blabber actually being given the blue buff. Of course, no reason to hand it over to a Rumble. That actually means a bit more golden XP towards him. Nice little stun. Here comes the Ornhorn. Perfect timing. Nisqy does have flash, but can't get away from the knockup. Here's the rest of the chase, but they can't get the rest. And PoE is dropped to 100 health. Poor Wild Turtle left alone in the 1v2, and Cloud9 with
one extra call out I'll give to Nisqy surviving that 4-man gank is he also has the Nimbus Cloak on Rumble, so when he uses summoner spells, he gets that little extra bit of move speed. And we might see a Rift Herald fight right here. Nice flash.
Another flash play. Ulti is traded back and forth. PoE able to get away from Equalizer early, and Nisqy is running out of health. Santorin's on the board for 1. Blabber having a hard time against PoE, but that Syndra's on the wrong side. Flash up broken, not going to land. Next knockup, neither. PoE goes to the play, but it's going to be turned back around. And Vulcan's on the board for 1. It's a trade of kills on some more damage in. As long as Vulcan stays at that distance, he won't steal any gold. Walks in for the rest of it, though, and he will share in some of that first turret income. 237 goes to him as well as Blabber and Sven. Mid lane under a bit of fire, and it's maybe a single plate kill as Pantheon shows up. Santorin finds the stun.
Oh, man.
Big damage on Nisqy, but now they got to run away again. Here comes the teleport. Suddenly the rest of the squad is there. Equalizer is decent damage, but not a ton. Santorin, though, has to be afraid of this one. Ignar shows up, and they have the damage to kill off Nisqy. The tower dive works long-term. Licorice, Vulcan, and the rest of the crew is here. Blabber's going to try, but maybe not very well. There's the knockup in. There's the kill coming through. Licorice trades back onto Santorin, but it's a 2-for-1 team fight in the favor of Flyquest.
And it might not be done. Vulcan is looking because Sven is coming through river. This would be a 3v3.
Well, it goes for the ulti. That's not going to land. Gravitum, yeah.
It doesn't matter that Licorice gets a kill over the top side. That's a 2-for-1 in an outnumbered fight for Flyquest. Turtle was actually catching up on CS a little bit down the bottom side. A game he was completely out of.
Blue buff, hands off it. I want the mana regen. Gonna let it reset first, though, and make sure mid lane can stay under control. That's being pushed in. Solo also on the play. Nisqy is gonna be knocked up. Does have heal, does have flash, but here comes the squad. Stun landed. Ulti in for Blabber. No easy answer just yet as Santorin puts the shield up. Solo holds the aggro. Remember the player base right now.
Oh, they just snuck into river to get front door on the dragon. They've swapped who's controlling mid and who has river control.
Oh, but they found CC onto Blabber and shut him down instantly. Here comes the dive. Flyquest need this fight, and they may have just found it. Vulcan's pushed out, Niski saved the backline. Equalizer over the top is a lot of work. Solo drops low, there's the first kill. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Flashes to safety, but I've seen this before. Aatrox in the bot river finds a double kill, and Licorice not shy about that engage. It's Cloud9 take the fight 3-1, and this Drake is theirs.
C9 fights. That was a fight where Blabber got completely destroyed before it even happened, and a lot of
teams gonna feel really good running that as a win condition.
It's a pretty good Drake for C9 to have. Honestly, almost all the Drakes are pretty good, even if they had something like Cloud or Niski.
No way. There's no way they even know. They're not even gonna check, right? This is just gone. This is Cloud9 taking a 21-minute Baron uncontested, and we might have the Red Bull power play
precipice of another title.
There we go. Licorice pushing down to the bottom lane. The rest of the Cloud9 squad showing up to knock down their next turret. They already knocked down mid-outer. Bot lane tier 2 is going to be a formality. 5,000 gold lead will grow by about 10% as that one.
To end the game, they know they have that the Mountain Soul coming up in 1 minute and 15 seconds, and for the most part, I think they're just trying to accrue gold. You can even see a little bit of defensive itemization coming in from Sven. Guarding against the loss, and here goes Flyquest.
The attempt towards Blabber. Ult goes over the top and dives right back out, and Santorin cannot escape the fire and fury of the Cloud9 team fight. That's going to be a rough one for Flyquest. Not unlocks the push. Flyquest not going to be able to fight 4v5, especially with Ignar's ulti down, but they're going to try with Solo getting a knockup, but already stopped, and hooked back in, and played back in, and killed and sent back to the fountain. Cloud9 are now 5v3 on the map, and the power play continues as they knock down the inhibitor turret. The inhibitor going to drop as well. Still 35 seconds left on this, as well as the wait till this comes up. Power of Evil's got to be respectful. Hook almost predicted correctly, and this might be the Cloud9 reset. They're going to kite backwards. They find the root, and the flash over for the double chase down. Blabber gets himself a double, and it's 5 versus 2. They're ready to keep going. The players keep going up, and C9 are going for the Nexus turrets. The respawn still 10 seconds away. They will find that first Nexus turret, and they will push.
They're out of minions.
But they are out of minions. They're not going to claim this.
They need to wait one more push. They need to keep calm heads because, as you mentioned, the dragon difference, the mountain. Yes, we are. The Hurricane will be very soon in Sven's inventory. That'll be very, very high DPS actually with them, and also pulling out a little bit of their own flavor, looking to end this one.
Okay, there's the flash play, going for the kill instead. Santorin forced to flash out to safety, and he will stay alive, but Vulcan still wants in, just walks up for the hook. He's gonna catch that one. Solo finds a knockout.
Oh, they killed
Here
Sven.
comes the fight, and they have shut down Sven. That is a huge pickup, but is it gonna be enough? Licorice fighting back in the backline. Santorin's gonna drop as well, and can you kill anyone else on Cloud9? It's 2 answered kills. Stopwatch burn for Ignar. Play's gonna let him just barely walk away, but Turtle is gonna fall as Licorice continues the chase. It's a 3-for-1 team fight, and it might be a 4th. Licorice is still trying to find a bit more into Ignar. He's gonna stab him in the back. And a 4-for-1 team fight. They don't need the Baron. They need to push down the base. They just needed one team fight, and they got it. Solo is the only thing standing in the way of Cloud9 lifting the trophy, and it's not gonna be enough.
He's trying to stall as much as possible.
He's got respawns in 10 seconds. He's a tanky man. Redemption helps build the time, though, and that is Niski on a rampage. Santorin's back alive, but the Nexus turrets are going to fall. Santorin goes for minions, then back to the engage. The bot lane's alive in 5 seconds, but they will not stop it. Cloud9 waited 6 years, and they will hoist the trophy again. For all 5 players, the first time in their careers, the Nexus falls. Licorice deals the killing blow, and Cloud9 win the 2020 LCS Spring Split.